now your gateway to financial empowerment and prosperity. We dive deep into the world of finance, law, and strategic wealth management.
Have you ever wondered why economies boom and bust? Why debt fuels growth one moment and chaos the next? In this video, I'll reveal the secrets to understanding and managing big debt crises. Whether you're leading a business or managing a team, this is knowledge every leader needs to stay ahead. Part 1. What is debt and why does it matter? Debt is borrowing from the future. You use it to spend today and repay tomorrow. But here's the catch. Debt can either build prosperity or bring disaster. Credit gives you the power to buy now in exchange for repayment later. Debt becomes dangerous when you can't repay it. Good debt creates opportunities. It builds infrastructure, educates workers, and drives productivity. Bad debt is reckless. It's borrowing to live beyond your means. The difference is simple. Does the debt pay for itself? If not, trouble is brewing. Part 2. Why debt crises happen. Debt crises are inevitable, but they follow predictable patterns. It starts with borrowing, more credit fuels more spending, which leads to growth. But when debt grows faster than income, it sets the stage for a bubble. In a bubble, optimism runs high. People borrow more, buy more, and asset prices skyrocket. When the bubble bursts, reality sets in. Debts can't be repaid, spending plummets, and the economy contracts. History shows us this dynamic over and over, like the 1929 crash, the 1980s Latin American debt crisis, or the 2008 financial meltdown. Part 3. The debt cycle explained. Debt moves in cycles. Short-term cycles. These are regular booms and busts, lasting about 5-10 years. Central banks use interest rates to manage them. Long-term cycles. These build up over decades. Debt piles up so high that traditional tools, like lowering interest rates, stop working. At this point, the system collapses and we see a big debt crisis. Think of the 2008 crisis. It wasn't just a short-term issue. It was the result of decades of debt buildup. Part 4. The phases of a big debt crisis. Every big debt crisis follows these phases. Early stage. Debt grows steadily, financing productive activities. The economy enjoys a stable Goldilocks period. Bubble stage. Debt grows faster than income. Asset prices soar. Borrowers feel rich, and lenders get overconfident. The peak. Debt burdens become unmanageable. Central banks tighten credit, popping the bubble. Depression. Defaults skyrocket, incomes collapse, and the economy shrinks. Deleveraging. Governments and central banks step in to stabilize the system. During deleveraging, smart policies like restructuring debt and printing money make the difference between recovery and catastrophe. Part 5. Deflationary versus inflationary crises. There are two types of debt crises. Deflationary crises, common when debt is in local currency. Prices fall, defaults rise, and spending collapses. Inflationary crises happen when debt is in foreign currencies. Currency devaluation and inflation make the crisis harder to manage. Deflationary crises are painful, but manageable with the right tools. Inflationary crises are harder because governments can't just print money to solve the problem. Part 6. How to manage a debt crisis. So, how do you manage a debt crisis? There are 4 key tools. Austerity, cut spending to reduce debt. Debt restructuring, renegotiate loans to make them more manageable. Monetary policy, print money to inject liquidity and stimulate demand. Wealth redistribution, help balance inequality to stabilize society. The goal is a beautiful deleveraging, a process where debt levels fall, the economy stabilizes, and growth resumes. But getting it right is hard. Politics, ignorance, and resistance often stand in the way. Part 7. Lessons for managers. So, what can we learn as leaders? Crises are predictable. Debt cycles follow patterns. Recognizing the signs is key. Proactive management matters. Ignorance and inaction make crises worse. Collaboration is critical. Governments, central banks, and private institutions must work together to navigate these storms. As leaders, our job is to stay informed and ready. The next big debt crisis will come. It's not a question of if, but when. But with knowledge and preparation, we can lead through the storm. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you understand debt crises better, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with your team. Let's build smarter, more resilient businesses together.
Thank you for tuning in to Generational Wealth Now, where we empower you with the knowledge to build a prosperous future. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications for more insightful content. Have questions or need personalized advice? Feel free to reach out to us directly. Simple click on the link on bottom of this video. We are here to support you on your financial journey. Until next time, keep striving for greatness and creating a legacy of abundance.